we're gonna learn today. Good evening, class. Welcome on in. Please find your seats. Today, welcome to Sonic Lore 101. Now, I know that many of you are just taking this course as a prerequisite for Sonic Lore 301 and Knuckles, but I guarantee you will learn something here, so please do pay attention. Tonight we're going to talk about the Sonic Archie comic. I deserve that! I suppose I deserve this. I didn't study. I hope there isn't a test. Not today. This information will be on the test later. Oh my goodness. Croco King, thank you for the $100. Oh my goodness. We're $10 away from the $500 goal, so I'm probably gonna have to change that soon. Sonic 301 and Knuckles was a fantastic, but I had to tart on principal. I'm not the principal, I'm just the teacher. I'm supposed to be in Ninja Turtles lore. What? I'm in the wrong room. You're in exactly the right place. Wait for it. Which level of this course has Lemon, Sundrop, Dandelion on the syllabus? That's once we get to Charmy B. That won't be for another 50 issues. We gotta talk about Charmy and the Nest. Don't worry about it. We'll get to Mallow and his tragic death from overdosing on LSD later. Cool game! Thank you for the $10. Has Titan Tails been mentioned? Yes. I talked earlier about Titan Tails reverse farting the Chaos Emerald energy out of Mammoth Mogul into his own butthole. I have discussed it. Yes. Oh god. It is this level, yes. None of those words were in the Bible. They're in the Sonic Bible. Reverend Joe, the Duke of Poo York, A number 2. Thank you for $25. Oh my goodness, that's a good reference. I like Escape from New York. That's good. Oh my goodness. How do I? Okay. How do I adjust my goal? There's a way to do that, right? Probably a way to do that. Nope. I can't figure it out. I can never tell when you're kidding. That is not going to get easier, let me tell you. That is not going to get any easier tonight. I made a PowerPoint presentation. I figured it would be the best way to teach y'all about the Archie Sonic comic. Think I'm in the wrong class? Sit yourself down. You're in the right place. Don't worry. I love presentations. Good. If I could have someone work the slide projector, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Whoa, Charity Spaghetto, thank you for the $10. Oh my goodness. The Chaotix case files be part of this lecture. No, that's 102. The expanded universe media. Blim. So, I figured I would put together a PowerPoint presentation and teach y'all everything you ever wanted to know about Sonic the Hedgehog, the Archie comics. I did hit my first goal. However, we're still raising. Here is everything you have ever wanted to know about Sonic the Hedgehog. Number 1. Okay, I figured that was about everything you wanted to know about Sonic the Hedgehog. So thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. You can donate to Trans Lifeline by typing !donate in chat. Or visiting peer2peer.live. All week we're raising money for a great cause. Trans Lifeline provides both material and educational support to trans, queer, and LGBT people in your life. So if you want the legibbities to live and learn, please donate generously if you can. Thank you. Nick, thank you for contributing to the source of all. I will eventually, probably, talk about the pool of OJ. Okay, so here's everything you never wanted to know about Sonic the Hedgehog. I figured that would be another topic that we could cover tonight. You know, whether you want to or not. So distraction, thank you. Pool of OJ, Eva's Canada Sun. Princess Sally has to get naked to get in the pool of Sunny Delight. We'll talk about it. Yeah, okay, I know some of you have read the material already. You've seen the syllabus. You're a little bit ahead. We gotta cover the basics. So I think when we're talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, what do we know about him? He's blue. He goes fast. He's the Blue Blur, right? What you might not know, Sonic's real name, Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. We call him Sonic. That's his preferred nomenclature. We respect that. Let's talk about Sonic's stupid friends. Everybody complains about this shit. But in my opinion, this is the best part of Sonic. I love Sonic's stupid friends. They're my favorite. They're my favorite. This is why Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog is the best Sonic game. Glad that Sally dyed her hair. We'll talk about it. Ah! Anonymous, thank you for the $300. Oh my goodness. Thank you for your generosity. Oh my gosh. So, obviously we have Sonic with his trademark mohawk design from the 90s. Tails shows up here, as he does in most Sonic media, because most of this stuff came out after Sonic 2 was released. Tails, as we all know, Sonic 2 character. This comic came out in June of 1993? Maybe earlier? Given that this is from the Sonic Issue 0 miniseries. Which was a 4-issue miniseries that came before the first issue. So we'll talk about it because Sally's design wound up changing. But there's a reason for it. So we got Tails. Okay Boomer. Also known as Rotor. Later? We'll see. Princess Sally Acorn. And Antoine de Coulet. Now, Sally's an interesting one because Sally Acorn is a character that appears in the video games. You might not know this. But in the Sonic 1 instruction manual, they have names for all of Sonic's little animal buddies that come out of the robots. And the chipmunk one is called Sally Acorn. I don't remember if it's the first game or the second game. It is one of those. But Sonic, Tails, and Sally are the only characters that appear in the video games. And Sally only... sort of. Boomer is a walrus. He's their inventor and mechanic. Because Tails hadn't taken that role yet. He was just kind of the kid. Sally is our token girl and princess, and Antoine is French. His name, Antoine de Coulet, is French for Anthony the Coulette. I assume. So here's a little bit more about Sonic. He has 6 speeds. You will notice subsonic for underwater undercover work. His second speed is ultrasonic, which I assume is about human running speed. Supersonic appears to be faster than a cheetah. Here we have transonic. Yeah? Okay. All right. Let's go. Based. The rigor swimming Sonic. Transonic, cannon, obviously. Here we have hypersonic, which is up to twice the speed of sound. Now I did a little calculation here. Twice the speed of sound is around 1,534.54 miles per hour. Or thereabouts. I guess. Okay. So we've got... this is probably like, 80, 90 miles an hour with transonic. And then we've jumped to, 1,534. Bit of a jump. I got a problem here, though. Because now we have Warp Sonic, which says 1/3 faster than your regular bulb. Does that mean 1 1/3 the speed of light? Because now the jump is 894,155,505.9 miles per hour, or thereabouts. Right? Again, a bit of a jump. Just a little bit. So that's fast. Let's see if he uses that. I love the transonic. Me too. All right. Issue number 1. I'm gonna skip the 4-issue miniseries. You can kind of imagine what happens. Robotnik has an evil plot. Sonic foils it. That's gonna be a lot of these issues. We're just gonna talk about Sonic. Robotnik has an evil plot. Sonic fucking shows up and ruins it. The French are gonna lurk, but we're still here in spirit. Ah! Thank you for the lurk. Here's an interesting thing about Robotnik. So we've kind of changed. Okay, Robotnik in this design. Look at him. He's got white sclera in his eyes. It looks weird. It looks real weird. So they have changed him to the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog design. Ish. I don't know. It's sort of a halfway point between Adventures and Sonic Sadam. Where pride is behind Reno Botnik. Well, these are the Buy Pride colors right here. So, let's go. Robotnik, bisexual icon. Not the representation we needed. As in Reno, Nevada. Correct. This is Casinopolis, basically. But like, I don't know. It's kind of cute. So this is our first issue. Oh, here's my favorite character. This is Splats. Splats the rabbit. Doesn't show up a bunch, but gotta point it out when it happens. auto mod. The auto mod's turned up a little bit today. So in this issue, one of Robotnik's SWAT bots has invented Krudzu, which is a robotic plant. It takes over the forest. They discover water shorts it out, so it rains, and that problem's solved. In the second story, yes, there's multiple stories per issue. Sonic goes to Casinopolis. That's about it. Robotnik puts him inside a giant pinball machine. He escapes. You're gonna notice kind of a running trend with a lot of these comics where Robotnik has come up with a plan to defeat Sonic. Sonic beats him. They're not the most interesting thing in the world. Sonic Spinball? See, that's funny because there's a Sonic Spinball tie-in way later in the series. Scratch and Grounder where? Okay, excellent question, actually. Here's the thing. This comic was released in July of 1993, which predates Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Saddam. The creators of the Archie comics also barely talked to the people making the other Sonic media, which was, Deke. So they had some of the preliminary art of the characters in Sonic Saddam, but predated them, which is why Sally is gonna look like this for a couple issues, because they hadn't finalized her design yet. This is what she looked like in pre-production for Sonic Saddam until they changed her. So, Scratch and Grounder aren't gonna exist until 1994. Or rather later in 93, like December 93? Beginning of 94? Yeah. It's just a thing. They made a vow that Mother will be found. See, that one doesn't exist until 96, so we are a ways. And then Sally Cream Pie Sonic. So that's the thing that happens. All right. That's the thing that happens in the first episode. Splunk. Now that's funny. Okay. Progressive? Oh, just you wait. Issue 2 is a little bit of a weird one. Scratch and Grounder. Yo, they're here for the first time. Let's go. All right. So now we're in September. We get the introduction of Scratch and Grounder. I do like Robotnik's Rat Patrol. This is fun. The fuck are those guys? That's a great question. So Sonic is out collecting power rings when grabbing one of them sends him into an interdimensional space where up and down are nebulous concepts. He is trapped in a nonsense zone with these two characters, Vertical and Horizontal. I'm assuming their full names are Verticalvin and Horizont Albert, but they never call them that, so I'm just gonna call them Cal and Al. I hate them already. Well, that's great. Well, that's just great. These are somebody's OCs, okay? Somebody came up with these original characters, and they put them in their comic, and they wanted you to enjoy them. And you're here shitting all over Cal and Al. Stop it. This is somebody's Blorbo. If if Al and Cal are your Blorbo, please write in to send a letter to Archie Sonic and let them know you want to see more of these guys. If these are your Blorbos, send a letter. Mail Archie and tell him you want you want more of Cal and Al. I can't find my stamps. Ask your parents. This is fun. There's a lot of these kind of things in the comic where they're like, hey, do you want to see more of this thing? Go ahead and write us. Send us a letter. Hey kids, ask your parents' permission to log on to the internet. No, that wasn't a thing yet. Demand Bun is made to be read, the Fleetway comic with the Marxio brother. You know, I'm aware. I was expecting the Als to be more like anthropomorphic animals. See, okay. I bring them up here because these are characters that will show up again. And not always in this form. We'll get there. The basics are, they're gonna be roboticized. Cal and Al are gonna show up as evil robots. I swear to God. Did you want to see more of them? Go ahead and write Archie comics. That's so funny. It's interesting. I don't know. I think it's funny. These fucking Blorbos from issue 2. Sega put them in the next Sonic game? Never. That's never gonna happen. So yeah, they show up and Sonic is confused and they're basically a Mr. Mxyzptlk a little bit, except not evil. And then Sonic exits the weirdo dimension that he's in. Yeah. That's about it. That's about all that happens. I can get through these pretty quick because, let me tell you, these comics, they're a little light at this point. Here's issue 3, which has one of my favorite jokes in the series. Okay. This was very timely. It's very funny. It's 1993. Princess Diana is hot shit. The Princess Di pun. Sally's blonde to brunette debacle. This is funny. This is cute. Oh my god. Ugh. Asking readers if they want more of those too, and they put them back in the comic by taking away their humanity was a power move. They show up a couple times before that. Oh man. So this is our first appearance of Bunny Rabbit. I put this in here because we get an origin story for Bunny. That aged like milk in a porta-john. I don't know, it's funny. It's a good pun. Bunny that launched 1,000 furries. Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably. Character I miss most from this continuity. She's awesome. In this appearance, she wants to be a hairdresser. It's a pun. She's a rabbit. You get it? You get it. You got it. they put her in the roboticizer. Sonic manages to shut it down halfway through. Is she a Confederate? I don't want to say yes to that. I think she's supposed to just be Southern. Then again, she does wind up saying at some point, the South shall rise again. So, I don't know. Let's move on. Oh god. Oh, that's what her uncle said, not her. That might be. I don't remember. We'll get there. May I ask for a compliment for myself? Absolutely. Sophie, you are wonderful. You are a delight. I love your intelligent commentary. I love seeing you in chat. You're awesome. I hope you're having a good day. So, Bunny Rabbit gets half roboticized. They bring her back to Knothole Village, introduce her to Princess Sally. There's a giant robot stomping around, ruining things with big dang tank treads. And Bunny beats it the fuck up. And it's cool. I like Bunny. She's great. Sorry, what village? It's called Knothole. Because it's hidden in a tree stump. It's like a knothole in a tree. Okay? Let's not get out of hand here, okay? It's why later on we'll be introduced to Mina Mongoose and her pop band, the Forget Me Nots, KNOT. It's just a thing that we're all gonna have to live with, okay? I trust y'all's maturity about this. Oh my goodness. Ah! Heckin' Phoebe! Thank you for the 120! Oh my gosh. 1,000? That's so much. My goodness. Thank you all so much for your generosity today. I really appreciate it. So in this issue, okay. I like the little corner box gags. I think they're cute. There's some of these, like Robotnik being like, today the corner box, tomorrow the world. Like, that's fun. This is very cute. So Robotnik roboticizes a salamander who becomes a giant robot called the Universalamander. I guess because he's so big he's universal. I don't know. It's a pun, but I don't really get it. So you know. He eats Sonic. Sonic does a spin dash and knocks out all his teeth. But they linger on this for a while. There's like some X-ray shots and stuff. It's it's interesting. I don't know. That's when Sonic comes up with a plan to defeat him. I didn't mean to say defeat him. I meant to say like beat him. Not like, okay, hear me out. Matt Guy, thank you for the 25. Oh my goodness. So Sonic has to go into the special stage and then, hey kids, help Sonic gather rings by pressing buttons on your Sega Genesis controller. Use your imagination to help Sonic. They do this a lot. There's a lot of this kind of stuff. Like the first issue, I didn't take a screenshot of it, but they had like little bumper stickers that you could like clip out of your comic book, and then you could tape them to the back of your car or your parents' car, right? There's little things like this where it's like they're trying to kind of be an activity book in places, I guess. Anyway, you help Sonic collect the rings. He turns into Super Sonic. We get the first appearance of Super Sonic in here. That should be cool. You know what? Like, if Super Sonic shows up, you know that this Universe Salamander is toast, right? He uses his supersonic power to be invulnerable, which allows him to jump through the Universe Salamander and then leave. And then he goes and gets a shrink ray and then comes back and shoots him with the shrink ray. I feel like this isn't utilizing the potential of Supersonic. I don't know. I feel like I feel like we've come up with two solutions to the same problem. Shrink ray is 100% fine here. I mean, sure. But like, I don't know. Supersonic should be a different character like in the UK comics. As far as I understand, in the UK comics, Supersonic starts out as the same character, and then the Chaos Energy allows him to split out of Sonic and become his own entity at some point. Like, he starts out, he's just a transformed Sonic, except he's like absolutely out of his mind and then like violent. Anyway, this is what Supersonic does in this. He leaves, he goes home and gets a shrink ray, I guess. I don't know. Why do we need a UK Sonic? That's a good question. Sega was just licensing Sonic to anybody, I guess? I suppose. I don't know. Also, if y'all never put it together before like I didn't, the reason that Supersonic exists is because somebody on Sonic Team was a big fan of Dragon Ball, and they were like, we have 7 Chaos Emeralds, 7 Dragon Balls. If Sonic collects 7 emeralds, he should turn into a Super Saiyan. Right? It's, yeah, that's the reason. That's why that happens. Same reason Silver exists? Yeah, he's just Trunks. Yeah. Yeah. I think they claimed at one point it wasn't based on Dragon Ball, but nobody believed them. Yeah, yeah. And Deadly Premonition wasn't inspired by Twin Peaks. Sure. Sure. I think, let me see, in 1991... 92, like when Sonic and Sonic 2 were coming out. I think that was when the, like, I think the Frieza saga was happening in Dragon Ball. In the manga, at least. So, somebody was inspired. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I remember about this issue. Oh, hey, an Alan Cal comeback. Hey, thanks for writing in. Somebody's Blorbos made it back in the comic. I just thought I would mention it. They come back for a mini strip. They're in here again. Thanks for writing. Alan Cal for Smash. You know what? Oh yeah, I love these guys since meeting them 5 minutes ago. I forgot that they had hair. Why is his hair white? I mean, so's mine. I guess it's not weird. Whatever. Huh. Oh yeah, and Scratch and Grounder come back. They go do villain tryouts. You might recognize some of these faces. Yeah, Coconuts is here too. Doom looks displeased. Oh hey, actually good characters. I forgot what they looked like. Okay, it's Doom and Lex and Green Goblin. This guy looks familiar, but I don't know who the fuck this is. I have no idea who this is. It's not Lex, it's Mr. Magoo. He kind of looks like Gargamel. I don't know. He's got some kind of like weapon or something. I don't know. Weird. I don't know what this is supposed to be. What a strange comic. So the reason they got a couple of the writers for this is because, so Archie Comics, obviously, they do the Archie series. One of the writers who worked on this did like Betty and Veronica comics, which I think is why some of the writing is like this. But you can kind of also tell that these are comic book people. Like later on, we're gonna see Ken Penders, and Ken Penders is like a Silver Age comics guy. He's not a Sonic guy. He's a comics guy. And I think a lot of the people working on this were, you know, they're not making this because they love Sonic, which is fine. So, in issue 5, Sonic and friends go to the Olympic Games. That's right. Predating Mario and Sonic at the Olympics by 2 decades. Decade and a half? Yeah, I don't know. Talk about a cold shot? I know, right? Mustache like a billboard, that Robotnik. It's a cute touch. It's kind of fun. They made better lore than Sonic Team ever has. I agree. 100%. I owned this comic. This is one of the ones that I owned. Sigh. So, what happens in this one is Sonic takes a nap and Robotnik steals his shoes and then replaces them with bad shoes that cause him to fall over like a big doofus. And he's gonna lose at the Olympics. Shoes that just kind of suck. Yeah. What's interesting about that is that is the plot of Sonic Labyrinth. But I don't think this is a tie-in, because I think that came out after this. Weird. I don't know. That might be another cold shot. I'm not 100%. This was like December 1993? I don't know. Are we gonna see Sonic's toes? No. I have spared you. Don't you worry. I have spared you. We don't have to see Sonic's dogs barking. Put those grippers away! Did they show up in the comic? I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember. I think he's got socks on? I don't remember. I reread this comic to get these, like, to get the screenshots for this. And I do not remember. I didn't even think to grab it. Hey, Kudos, how you doing? Shoes without socks would be even worse. Oh, God. Yeah. When was Antoine's first issue? Issue 0. He's been there since the very beginning. So yeah, Sonic can't compete because his shoes suck. So the rest of the Freedom Fighters have to do the Olympics in his stead. Sally does swimming. Antoine does like a relay race, I guess. 50-meter dash or something. I forget which one Tails does. Whatever. They all suck at it. The robots beat them. But then Sonic comes back, and Tails is like, "Hey, Sonic, you're wearing the wrong shoes." And he's like, "Oh, shit." So he puts on his good shoes, and then he beats up Robotnik. Yeah, that's what happens. It's, you know, like I said, a lot of the comics are going to be this. Robotnik comes up with a plot. Sonic beats him. You know, it is weird. I don't think Bunny's in this issue. But she would absolutely rock it at, like, the shot put or something. I feel like she would win this for them. But yeah, not even here. How does Eggman know Sonic's shoe size? Okay. I have an I might have an explanation? I might. We'll get to it, I guess. I don't know if I grabbed screenshots for this one. There's an issue where Sonic and the gang go looking for Uncle Chuck's buried treasure. I'm gonna let's see if we get there. I guess we'll get to it. Oh, and we also got this panel, which I loved so much that I decided to clip it. I don't have anything else to say about this. I just kind of liked it. Same, girl, same. Can you fucking believe this comic? Oh my god. Okay, so now we get the Sonic Spinball tie-in comic. Get it? He's wearing a tie, because it's tie-in. It's a really ugly tie. I don't know why. This is also the January issue, so we're here for the holidays. So the only thing that's interesting, so they sort of just have a bunch of scenes from Sonic Pinball. They just kind of do a bunch of things from Sonic Pinball, which is fine. One thing I wanted to point out are these Australian kangaroos. They're kind of funny. They'll come back again. Weirdly. Because I think when Sonic goes on trial for murder, that they're the judges because it's a kangaroo court. We'll get there. But this is their introduction. So yeah, I just wanted to point it out. Gonna go over the Sonic book by Troll Associates? I am not. They read the manuals and that makes sense, yeah. So that's the first half of this issue. And the second half is they just do the Christmas Carol. They just do a Christmas Carol where Robotnik is Scrooge. It's just kind of a fantasy adaptation of a Charles Dickens classic. It's sort of boring. Sonic shows up as the Ghost of Christmas way too fast. Yeah. And then, he doesn't have a change of heart, they just beat him up. Yeah, I don't know. Please tell me we get to the weird Knuckles fascist dad thing. Not today. I think I can only cover the first 20 because I think I have too much to say about these. Iggy, oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome, Raiders. It's good to see you today. I'm afraid that I'm talking about the Sonic comics. So, yeah. I'm afraid that's what's happening here. Please feel free to find your seats. Hopefully you're here for Sonic Lore 101. This is a prerequisite class for Sonic 301 and Knuckles, which I know most of you are here for, but I think you'll still learn something if you pay attention, take the subject seriously. We're in a lovely time as possible with the subject matter. Yeah, this is fun for me. Will the final be open or closed notes? Open notes, closed book though. And we're also raising money today for Trans Lifeline, and a bunch of folks have been raising money all week for such a good cause. They provide material and educational support for the trans and queer people in your life. So if you can donate and feel generous, you too can help the LGBT folks around you live and learn. So I was talking about issue 6. I only bring up the Sonic Christmas Carol because this is weird. Oh my goodness. Civil! Donating on behalf of my beloved GF, Kira Cat. Ah! Thank you both! Oh my goodness. Thank you for the 100. Oh my gosh. Appreciate it so much. This is weird, unlike the rest of it. So, the Sonic Christmas Carol is non-canon. It's like a dream sequence, right? Like Rotor's working for Scrooge, Robotnik, who's pinching pennies. You get it? It looks like he's tweaking his nipples, but let me tell you, he's pinching pennies here. DTS isn't working. I have alerts turned off today. I'm sorry. But I bring it up because this is the first appearance in the comic of Snively. This is Snively's debut, which seems unfair to the guy. I don't know. Wada, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. In a dream? Yeah. This is Robotnik's nephew, Snively. He's kind of an important character. And he shows up in a dream sequence. That's his debut. Rough. Yeah. His first appearance and he's already dead sounds about right. So I need to bring Snively up because he's the one who's responsible for Robotnik's death. So we're gonna need to discuss the guy. Okay? He becomes important. Yeah. I like Snively well enough. He's alright. He's some comic relief. Is this the assassination of JFK death or another one? It's a totally different one. It's not that one. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Oh my goodness. NS Man, thank you for the 25, and Dakra, thank you for 20. Oh my goodness. Y'all so generous. Thank you. We're not going to talk about the assassination of JFK in the Sonic continuity today. But maybe in the future I'll do more of these. Like, we could talk about more of these comics, because I don't mind summing them up for y'all. Okay. So... Sonic a James Joyce fan? I feel like some of these feel a little bit advanced for the readership of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book. Cool though. Cool? World's smallest copy of Ulysses. No kidding. Look at War and Peace back there. In 1-point font. Oh my god. So, in this issue, we've got 2 stories. One of which is Sonic and the gang find a treasure map to Uncle Chuck's buried treasure. You know what, though? Robotnik beats them to it. As you might. Robotnik's also out for the treasure, obviously, because, you know... Galaxy Raid for Trans Lifeline. Welcome in, Raiders! It's great to see you. Oh my goodness. Celine, 13, and Mika Stardust, thank you both for the raids. Good to see ya. I always loved the Archie Sonic comics back when I was a kid. Vice from Skies of Arcadia appeared in Sonic Universe issue 45, as well as Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite. Nice! It's a Sega game, that makes sense. I also had the Sonic Archie comics when I was a kid. So Robotnik winds up finding this treasure before Sonic and the gang. Turns out it's Sonic's bronzed baby shoes. Is it? So, like, okay. So, is that how Robotnik knows what Sonic's shoe size is? Like, did he estimate? Did he extrapolate based on that information, and then he was able to do that in the Olympics episode? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway. Strange. We were streaming together, was raising money for Trans Lifeline. My spot on the train was on Saturday. Well, thank you for raising money for a good cause. I've been trying to lurk as much as I can. In the movie, he used a footprint. I guess that makes sense. Which movie? You mean Sadam? I think he does that in Sadam. I don't remember. In the second part, it's Halloween. This is a February issue of the Sonic comic. Like, this is from February of 1994. We're doing a Halloween thing though. That's fine. Tails is fursuiting, which is cool. Okay. Are they in an underground cave? Yes. They are in the secret underground city of Knothole. Please hold your laughter. This is where the freedom fighters hide out and launch their attacks on the Robotnik Empire from. In this issue, Sally is dressed as a sorceress. And Robotnik develops a crush on her and is like, oh my god, a witch for real. Have to marry her. So they're gonna get married with a robot. Like a... Okay. Robotnik's just an idiot. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna dance around that. Yeah, kinda. So Sonic has to save her, but he moves so fast that he's basically invincible, and he causes a bunch of mischief, and Robotnik's like, oh my god, she's got actual magic. Burn the witch. And Sonic runs away, and she's like, thanks for saving me, but also, fuck you. Yeah, and that's what happens in that episode. Okay, I needed to talk about this issue, because it's maybe the cringiest one. We gotta talk about this. So, Sonic, I guess, okay, you could tell this comic is made by Sonic, like, comic book fans, right? Like, Silver Age comic book fans. You can kinda tell. Sonic shows up to foil Robotnik's most recent scheme. I believe he's unveiling a new toxic dump. He does things like that. It's cute. It's funny, right? What are your pronouns? He, she, or they, or it's. Any of those are fine. Thank you for asking. I like the pun of X Factory reject. Like X Factor, like it's it is cute. Cute pun. That is clearly Spawn. That is clearly the Spawn mower. I think you'll find. So, Wolverkle is a crime to language. Agreed. So Robotnik summons Botman, the first of his robot superheroes, which creates a series of pun-based robot superheroes to show up. You know, the reason that we went with the Wolverkle bot is so that Sonic, in the next panel, can say, hey, your voice sounds familiar. Because Jaleel White voices Sonic in the Saturday morning cartoon show. So that's the reason that this joke happened. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not very funny in the comic, but you know. So here's the thing, is that this issue is kind of cringe, and it's sort of funny, and the Spawn mower is super dumb. The Wolverkle bot is the worst. The thing isn't here? No, the thing is that in 100 issues, Sonic is going to do a crossover with Image Comics, which results in Sonic meeting Spawn! So, I don't know, I just felt I needed to mention that. I feel like I needed to mention that happens. So, you know, as a crossover, the image crossover is ridiculously lame. It is such a disappointment. Spawn shows up for like 2 panels and he's like, I'm here. Okay, bye. And that's it. He doesn't do anything. He's the tuxedo mask meme. My work here is done. I felt I had to complain about it. I don't know. Yes, really. Yeah. You can go read these if you don't believe me, I guess. Gra, thank you for the raid. How are you? Great to see you today. I'm talking about the Sonic Archie comics. And raising some money for Trans Lifeline. It's been going okay. If you were Spawn and you saw these characters, wouldn't you want to leave as soon as possible too? Maybe. What the fuck could Spawn and Sonic have possibly done together? That's not my job. It's not my job to come up with that. It's the person who decided there should be an Image Sonic crossover. They should have thought what would happen or be interesting about that. It's their job to come up with an interesting scenario for that. 'Cause, like, why did you do it? I don't. Yeah, no idea. Anyway, issue 9. I had to include a panel of inflation, because that's a thing that happens. I just had, you had to know that this happens. What have I done? Yeah, right? Oh my god. Poison Sumac has made Sonic big and round. And itchy. He's swollen Sonic. Also, this butterfly talks. This is not a character that shows up again. She is in like 2 panels. I don't know what the fuck this is. So, in this issue, Robotnik makes a robot Sonic. It won't be the last time. This will be a reoccurring trend. You know what's cool? A robot Sonic. That's just cool, okay? I don't make the rules. He loves making those. I know. This one's called Pseudo Sonic. Yeah. 1.1k. I know. People are so generous. Oh my goodness. Some sort of Sonic but made out of metal. It's a cool thing. So Pseudo Sonic tricks Antoine into letting him into Knothole Village. Please hold your laughter. And when he gets down there, Bunny and Tails and Rotor and Princess Sally are like, Antoine, this is a robot version of Sonic. And Antoine's like, you can't blame me, he was drawn in silhouette. And then there's an editor note that says, Antoine blaming the artist now? How low will he stoop? And I thought that was kind of cute. That's kind of fun. But everybody is immediately just like, yeah, that's a robot Sonic. Beat him up. So Bunny beats the shit out of him. Sonic can't help because he's big and round. And Robotnik's about to defeat him. And Bunny, kicks his heckin' butt. Like, just beats the shit out of him. It's great. Can't get mad, the scene had dramatic irony. Right. I keep the... Oh, yeah, okay. I wanted to point out this comic, this issue, is also where we get this meme image. If you've seen this before. This is where it comes from. It's an issue, it's actually all about tree puns. Because Sally is grabbed by a giant evil tree and Sonic has to beat it up. Before she gets, I don't know, evil deaded, I guess. I don't know. Would you say this comic was formative? I would say this is probably where my sense of humor came from. Unfortunately. Yeah. So evil, a pseudo Sonic is defeated. They throw his head in the garbage, and he says, "Hey, if you want to see more of me, send a letter to Archie Comics and say you want to see more pseudo Sonic." As far as I know, he does not make a return. Pseudo Sonic, not as popular as Al and Cal. He was nobody's Blorbo. Issue 10. We're halfway through. I want comics with more tree puns made by Comic Arts getting paid to adapt 16-bit games with less canon info, and I'm not joking. None of the letter page characters ever returned. Vertical and Horizontal did. Aside from them, I don't know. Anyway, if you were here for Ninja Turtles 101, here they are. You're in the right place. How long do you think it took for Robotnik to find a Sonic-sized frame? He probably made a carpenter robot. I imagine. He made a framing robot. I don't know. So in this issue, Sonic and the gang get trapped in a force field. They dig their way out and arrive in a town of these critters called Nerbs, who wear pocket protectors. And they got the doofy teeth. And they are just the worst. They hate everybody. They're like, we live in our basement. Go away. And so they're like, okay, we're leaving. And when they do, they find out that Robotnik has been drilling underground with this machine, I guess. And he's also kidnapped some of the Nerbs for some reason. And they're in the sewers. It's a little bit of a confusing issue. It's fine. Robotnik just does evil because he likes it. Like, he just loves evil and doing evil, and propagating the amount of evil in the universe, and that's just a thing for him. It's his raison d'etre. So, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so Sonic floods the sewer, and it makes Robotnik all wet. That's about the long and short of it. And then they get ingratiated into Nerb society. They never come back. As far as I know, we never see the Nerbs again. They're just gone, and thank goodness, because nobody likes them. We do also get a little side story about Antoine taking everybody up in a balloon. And here's where we get some lore. Antoine was once the head of balloons for the King of Mobius, who is drawn like this. Okay. That'll probably come back in the future. That'll probably be I'm gonna go important lore. Of course. So many retcons. Kinda, yeah. Is it important lore? No. No. Never comes back again. I don't think there's any more hot air balloons in the entire comic. I don't know. It's strange how accidentally monarchist Sonic comic was the American one. So, okay, funny you should mention that, but so there is a monarchy that existed, like the Kingdom of Acorn was a thing, right? Sally is the princess of it. There were other kingdoms. They have since been, like, you know, dissolved. The Kingdom of Acorn is basically just down to Sally. Later on, there are a group of dissidents in the monarchy. Tails' parents, Amadeus and Rosemary Prower, who were anti-monarchists, who were trying to turn them into a constitutional republic before they got abducted by space aliens. We'll get there. So let's talk about issue 11. Issue 11's one of my favorites. Issue 11 is really important because this is the first comic written by Ken Penders. This is the beginning of the Penders era. Oh no. Oh yes. Robotnik is making a puddle of goo. Okay? He's just polluting a bunch of goo all over the place. Everybody's like, Sonic, you have to stop Robotnik from doing the goo. From shooting his goo, my dude. You have to stop him. Sonic's like, I'll be right there. He takes a shortcut through the Cosmic Interstate, which is an extra-dimensional space that connects all of the disparate dimensions, and accidentally winds up in a mirror universe where Robotnik is a kindly veterinarian and Sonic and the gang are evil ruffians, and you can tell Sonic is evil because he wears a leather jacket and sunglasses, and he looks like he says the F word. Look how evil they all are. Evil Sally's kind of a baddie. TBH. Yeah. Sonic and Evil Sonic have a big fight. Sonic goes back through the Cosmic Interstate with an invention that was made by Robotnik, and uses it to clean up the goop. There you go. That's that issue. And then there's this. I feel like I don't want to recap this because like you're seeing it, but like I just wanted to point out that the second half of this comic, everybody is food. And Robotnik is going to cook Sonic, who's a chili dog, and Tails, who is fries. And I just needed you to see that. So, you know, That's some kind of fetish? Being turned into food? Yeah. Yeah. As just vor with extra steps? Listen. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every kink is sex with extra steps. They're all extra steps. That's kind of the idea. We like the extra steps. I'm kidding. Obviously. Sonic, you've already lost. I've depicted you as the loser hot dog, and myself as the hamburger. Cool. Issue 12. This one sucks. I'm gonna say, this issue, I didn't like it. Robotnik sends Sonic back to 4 million BC. He just has a time machine, and he can just use it to send Sonic back in time, where he meets Robotnik's ancestor, who is terrorizing the Freedom Fighters' ancestors. And the resolution of this plot is that Sonic invents agriculture. He teaches them how to plant things. Sonic invented agriculture. And the rest of the Freedom Fighters beat up Robotnik and then get Sonic back from the past. Okay. Also, I want to point out, Sonic's ancestors, no shoes. It's freaking me out. I don't like it. Ooh. Nobody asked for them back? So, that's funny. You should say that. Because there is a panel of the comic where Sonic's ancestors are like, hey, if you want to see more of us, send a letter to Archie Comics. I swear to God, it happened. This is Larry Lynx. He's so unlucky that Robotnik tries to kill him, and his machines all break. Because he's unlucky, and he causes other people to also be unlucky. That's it. That's all I have to say about Larry Lynx. Issue 13. Finally, we are adapting Sonic 3. Sonic 3 has now come out. Also, look at this. Look at this. Transonic. Let's go. They couldn't have known, right? It's August of 1994. Could they have known? I just came back into Transonic. What did I walk into? A Trans Lifeline charity stream. We were reading the Sonic comics. So, Sonic and Tails take the plane and crash on Angel Island. Knuckles is there. He fights them, and then it turns out that Robotnik has stolen not the Master Emerald. They don't call it the Master Emerald. They just say the Chaos Emerald. So he's the guardian of the Chaos Emerald. And like, that's not right. Also, this is definitely not the Master Emerald. That's just the green Chaos Emerald. Okay. So yeah, Robotnik steals a Chaos Emerald, Knuckles finds out they beat him up. Knuckles doesn't appear again for more than a year. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, that's the plot of Sonic 3. Also, there's a story where they go to space. And I just wanted to point out that this is what space looks like. So they just have space travel. It's just a thing. We'll see more of it. But they establish it here. So I wanna point that out, I guess. I had that space issue as a kid. Very cool. It kind of does look delicious, doesn't it? Alright. Issue 14. Tails eats an apple from the Tree of Wisdom and becomes an insufferable Redditor. I wanted to keep this panel in because damn, get your ears out of the caption. It's funny. I don't know. The worst fate. It's made of bacon. I think it's supposed to be a brain. It's a brain tree. Squished Sonic is very funny. It's very cute. Tails walks in and is like, hey, I'm super smart. You should probably surrender. And Robotnik's like, yeah, sure. Nope, I got you. And then kidnaps Tails. Sonic has to save him. You know, the usual. I did want to specially highlight the second story in this issue, though, because it's I don't know what commentary to give this, so I'm just gonna lay this on you, and y'all can help me figure this out. Okay. So, Robotnik is playing with dolls. And they're saying math is hard. My place is in the kitchen. And Robotnik's like, truer words were never spoken. So he's like, you know what I'll do? Is I'll kidnap the female freedom fighters. Because they're pushovers, right? So I'm gonna make a mall, and that'll attract the girls, cause they do be shopping. And then I'll be able to kidnap the girls, and they'll just be shrinking violets, and I'll use them as bait for Sonic. Sonic does not appear in this comic. Sally and Bunny just beat the crap out of them. Draenog, how you doing? Welcome on in. I would fall for that. Gotta check out those 80s, 90s moles. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what happens. And then after defeating Robotnik, they give him new toys, but they've made a few political corrections. And then Sonic is here clipping coupons, and the girls are like, boys do be shopping though. They do be shopping. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. It's, I don't know. It's 1994, right? The thing that weirds me out about this is that I read the Sonic Heroes instruction manual, and Robotnik is a feminist. So here's what I'm thinking. I do have an explanation for this discrepancy. Okay? I have an explanation. In the Sonic Archie comics, Robotnik dies in issue 50. They heckin' unalive the guy. Okay? Dr. Eggman is a new, different character. Unrelated. So, so maybe Eggman is a famous. More like they unexist him. They do kind of de-exist him. You know? So I don't know. Maybe Eggman just has a different outlook than Robotnik. Because that is true. Dr. Eggman is very different. I wouldn't describe him as a feminist, though. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Hey, he's less of a misogynist, I suppose. He just kind of hates all life. And wants it to be gone, so, you know. Issue 15 is another one that sucks. I hate it. Sonic does a favor for a frog who gives him magic stones that give him superpowers for a couple of seconds. He uses them all to beat up a big bug. That's it. 1 out of 10. I do like this cover, though. This is cute. Are you going through the whole comic? That's a great question. I'm gonna try to do 20 issues today. Because I only have 30 more minutes until the end of my charity block. So we'll see. Maybe I'll have to do the rest another time. All right. So here's a weird issue. Sonic and gang have defeated Robotnik. By the way, Sally now looks like this. Inexplicably, we got Sally's design from Saddam here. Sometimes she has a vest, and sometimes she doesn't. Again, inexplicable. But we do get good Sally here. So, Sonic has defeated Robotnik, and Sonic and Sally are getting married. Everything's great. Everything's kind of awesome. Uh-oh. Turns out, shit's getting weird. Uncle Chuck shows up, and he's a human. He's not a robot. And also, Mutsky's here, and he's like, Sonic, things are wrong. Also, Al and Cal show up again. Thanks for writing into Archie. We brought your Blorbos back. They're here now. Okay. All right. So what's going on? Sonic and the gang are in a VR simulation that Robotnik has made. So that they are incapacitated. He put them in the Matrix. And he's gonna devastate the Great Forest. Sonic realizes that he's in VR and has decided to go total max headroom and hack the computer from the inside. Ye gads! Of course, Sonic's in the Matrix. He's trans. You know what? That makes sense. This predates the Matrix by 5 years. By the way. So yeah, Sonic is a hacker man. He hacks the computer. The Freedom Fighters escape, covered in goop. They beat up Robotnik. Yeah. I've read this comic several times and I barely remember some of these early stories. Me too. I had to reread these to refresh my knowledge. Issue 16. Oh, no, wait. This is the second half of this comic. No, we're still going? Okay, I had to point this one out because it's okay, we got a James Bond send-up. Robotnik discovers that there is a mole inside Robotropolis. All of his evil plans, like stealing things from the Museum of Art, and getting delivered. There's, is it a literal mole? It is. He's right here. You could see he's a mole. And they're like, get rid of the guy. So they put him in this box and ship him out. You mean Man from U.N.C.L.E.? I do, actually. Although the "for your eyes here" thing is like, I will bet they're actually evil. So here's the thing. Whoever's foiling Robotnik's plots, keep leaving notes. Twin Peaks reference, let's go. A reference to The Shadow. There's lots of references. Sonic goes to the casino. The dealer gives him a card that tells him to duck. Odd Job throws a hat at him. Okay, so this is Harvey Who. The reason that I thought this was kind of funny, that I wanted to talk about this one, is partially the Twin Peaks reference, but it's also because that's Harvey Who. I don't know. I think it's funny they set up they set him up before the payoff. I don't know. I think that's cute. I just think that's kind of fun. Yeah. Yeah. What a weird comic. Issue 17. Robotnik discovers one of his old inventions on an island named King Gong. He takes it back to Mobotropolis, where it falls in love with Princess Sally and takes her for romantic viewing at the top of this tower. And then, yeah, they shoot it. It falls. It breaks apart. That's it. You know, it's not a super interesting one. However, I do want to point out that this tower is called, apparently, the Trans-Mobius Trade Center? Huh? I don't know. Cool. That's the only interesting thing about this comic. Here's the second half of it, though. Princess Sally gets, like, a mini-series? A lot of trans references in this comic. I know. They're doing it on purpose, I swear. So, I don't super know what's going on in this one, but we start getting lore. There is heckin' lore going on. Okay, we get a canon image of what King Acorn looked like. We're finding out, like, okay, Robotnik appeared. Like, we're getting an origin story. Wait a minute. Is this lore? Is this history? Yeah. So Sally discovers a meteor that falls to Earth, and it's this orb. What's the orb? I don't know. To be continued. Alright. Issue 18. Sonic and Sally are getting married. Robotnik tries to crash the party. Turns out they're not actually married. It's a play. We aren't up to the Sally miniseries yet? No. It's like a micro series. It's like a Princess Sally series that's in the back half of the comic. I don't know. Gets fucking decked by tails. Which is great. And then Sonic runs away from marriage. Sure. Whatever. A pretty standard comic. A lot of these early ones, like I said, are Robotnik comes up with a plot, Sonic foils it. It's not a lot for me to say about that. They are having this in a church. There is a priest. No mentions of God. Don't know what religion this is. No idea what's happening. So the second half of this comic continues our Princess Sally story. And I left some of this in because this art's kind of good. Mawini here is doing some good stuff. Like, look at some of these backgrounds. These are cute. We're getting stuff. We get the introduction of Rosie, who's Princess Sally's attendant. We get some history. Heckin'. My cat is currently sitting inside my jacket. Oh, that's so cute. The Ancient Walkers and Aurora are the only god entities I can really recall from the early Archie days. Yeah, yeah. So maybe the Ancient Walkers, but I don't know. I don't think they're like. I don't think they're worshipped by anyone. It's weird. The art has been gradually improving. It goes up and down. The art is like it's all over the place. Any issue? No. Totally depends on who the artist is. But yeah, this is cute. So like, Sally will be ready to attain leadership when she can snatch the acorn from her hand, which, on her deathbed, she does. Cute. Yeah. It's cute. It's fun. She's dead now, by the way. She will not be returning. But yeah. Okay. Now we get to talk about issue 19, which is one of my favorites. This is the Night of 1,000 Sonics. This is a payoff. And the whole issue is one story. And let me tell you, it's one that I like. Sonic and Sally are hanging out one day. A portal opens, and out of it comes Sonic in a leather jacket. He's half robot. He's like, hey, I'm from a fucked up alternate universe where Robotnik wins, right? Robotnik has roboticized all of the freedom fighters, but it turns out their will is too strong, so they can still control themselves. And so they start fighting Robotnik, but now they're robots, and they're too powerful. Robotnik is like, oh, I've messed up. Oh, this is wrong. So he roboticizes himself and becomes Robotnik. Where did you get this music? It's just an instrumental playlist. Yeah. So here's Robotnik and his shadow SWAT bots. They're black now. It's cool. Sonic has to get hundreds of Sonics from alternate dimensions to defeat Robotnik. They don't really succeed. They're kind of fighting to a standstill when Robotnik finds out about this and is like, you know what? I don't want that guy to take over my dimension. I want to take over my dimension. Hey, wait a minute. Yes, I'm aware of where Robo Robotnik goes. I'm setting this up, okay? It's supposed to be suspenseful. I'm not going to be able to get to issue 120 whatever. Not tonight, at least. Nat, thank you for $25. My goodness. Thank you so much for your contribution. So, this universe's Robotnik joins forces with all of the Sonics, and they fight Robo Robotnik and defeat him. However, Robo Robotnik has a scheme. Why don't I team up with Sonic? He summons evil Sonic from the mirror dimension, as you recall, from the previous issue, from issue 11. And now we have Robo Robotnik and evil Sonic team up, creating just the worst possible outcome, right? This is a disaster. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna defeat this guy? Well, we're gonna have to go to the neutral zone. Boltzmann, thank you for $25. The neutral zone is a place without color because it's cheaper to print those pages. But we have to go into the neutral zone in order to get the Giant's Gauntlet. Somehow this is going to help us defeat Robo Robotnik. According to Robotnik, Robotnik is actually just scheming to take the gauntlet for himself. But, hey. It's not the Infinity Gauntlet. It's the Giant's Gauntlet, okay? It's the Giant's Hand. It's a different thing. It's completely different. Don't worry about it. It's legally distinct. Well, Sonic fights evil Sonic and pretty much beats him up. This is the last we see of him for a while. Is just this. This is like the last panel we see of him for a good while, I want to say. Robo Robotnik takes the Giant's Hand, and by placing it on himself, he becomes the Giant Borg, which is not Galactus. It's legally distinct. It's a Giant Borg, okay? It's a different thing. He's gonna destroy the planet with the Giant Borg, which is not Galactus, okay? Don't worry about it. Right. So all the Sonics gang up on him and pretty much kick his butt. Kia! Yeah, they pretty much kick his butt. By, like, knocking him into pieces, each of the Sonics take a different piece of the Giant Borg to their universe, and they scatter his parts. However, the head of Robo Robotnik is taken by Cyborg Sonic back to his home dimension. I'm sure we will never hear or see from this character again. I'm sure that this character will never appear in the comic. Stay tuned. Okay, which brings us to issue 20. Sonic and Sally discover that Robotnik has built an antimatter machine. Sonic blows it up. And in the resulting explosion, he dies. Yeah. Okay. So that's him. Yeah, an antimatter bomb goes off and explodes Sonic. Rip. Yeah. So thanks for watching. He had a good run, I think. A little bit of a letdown on the ending, but you know, heroic sacrifice. That was the end of the Sonic comic. Just kidding. It goes until 2016. It is the longest running syndicated comic never to be rebooted. Ever? Yeah. But I figured 2 hours is probably only enough time to cover the first several issues. Anonymous, thank you so much for the donation. Oh my goodness. 2017 technically, I see. Until Penders fucked it all up. I have such mixed opinions on Penders. I have such mixed opinions. Cause like, I kind of feel like he brought some of my favorite Sonic lore, but also the worst Sonic lore. And also, he fucked it up, but also he kind of made it as good as it is. And also, when I ordered the Lara Sue Chronicles from Ken Penders in hardback, signed, he sent an email to everyone because it was during the pandemic, and he was like, hey, I know the pandemic has made a lot of people kind of introspective, so let me know if your name or pronouns have changed between the time you pre-ordered the comic and now, so that I can use your correct nomenclature when I send you your book. And I was like, based Ken? I guess? I don't know. Like, Ken is cool sometimes, and then sometimes he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do Sonic NFTs. So, like, I don't know, okay? Ken Penders is a land of contrasts. People are complex. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I have very mixed opinions on Ken and his writing. I think it's silly, but I also kind of enjoy it. So, I don't know. Rhea Raven, thank you so much for the $25. Thank you all so much for bringing us up to like $1,275. That's, I didn't expect. Ah! See? Thank you for 500. Oh my god. Thank you all so much for donating to such a good cause. Heckin', I super appreciate it. I stress out a ton over doing charity stream stuff, but y'all are amazingly generous. Thank you so much. Yeah. Anyway, so Sonic didn't die. He became he got antimattered into a ghost, and people can't see or hear him. But then the effect starts to wear off, so people can hear him but can't see him. And he tricks Robotnik into thinking he's a ghost, and then tells him to exercise and get a hairpiece, which leads to whatever this is. Yeah. Followed by this Sally comic, which I want to draw attention to for two reasons. One of which is it's our first appearance of Jeffrey St. John, a character which everybody fucking hates, and for good reason. Yeah. The rest of this comic, though, actually pretty good. Like, there's no dialogue for the first, like, several pages, and the art's pretty solid, and we also get Nicole for the first time in the comic. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, as a comic, this is pretty good. It's well blocked out. The action's understandable. Like, Sally gets to be cool. I kind of love this. Up until Jeffrey St. John shows up and ruins everything. But, you know. Anyway, that's where we're leaving off. That's issue 20. Thanks for watching. I super appreciate it. Folks are still raising money for Trans Lifeline. All through, I think tomorrow might be the last day. But we are doing a heckin' like raid train. So I'm gonna raid somebody who's also raising money for Trans Lifeline, and they're gonna raid somebody, and they're gonna raid somebody. And you can find the schedule on peer2peer.live. Because we're going more than another like 48 hours, or 24 hours. I think it's another like 30 some odd hours. But yeah, thanks for letting me gab about Sonic lore. Thank you so much for the donations. I heckin' appreciate y'all. I hope you have a lovely day. And yeah, maybe we'll have to do more of this in the future. Maybe we'll have to talk about the rest of the Sonic comics. I don't know. Putting together this PowerPoint was a labor and time intensive. But it was fun. Krusty Gold, thank you for $25. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I mean, eventually we got to get to talking about the return of Robo Robotnik. We got to talk about Princess Sally taking a naked dip in the Sunny Delight. We have to talk about King Acorn's return from the Zone of Silence and his crystallization disease. And obviously we got to talk about Ixis Naugus, Dr. Finitivus, Mammoth Mogul, all these villains that are going to show up, because Robotnik's going to be dead. So, you know, if somebody... Bibbidi, thank you for $50. Oh my goodness. It was nice to meet you too, Alice. Oh my goodness. I gotta heckin' remember to follow everybody who rated in. Oh my goodness. Nate Morgan? Oh god, yeah. And of course, yes, we have to talk about the time the Titan Tails reverse farted all the Chaos Emerald energy out of Mammoth Mogul, presumably into his own butthole, in an event that causes all of the Chaos Emeralds to be sent into another dimension. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We'll get there. We're gonna have to talk about the Down Under freedom fighters from Australia. We're gonna have to talk about the return of evil Sonic and why he turns green and transitions. She's my favorite. Yeah. It's good. It's a wild comic. Yes. She changes her name to Surge. It's basically canon. It's canon and I can prove it. Planet Mobius has an Australia. Yes. Planet Mobius used to be Earth tens of thousands of years ago. Back before the Zorda invaded and dropped gene bombs on the planet, which caused life to re-evolve into the form it is in the Sonic comics. Don't worry about it. And yeah, there is a continent called Down Under, which is legally distinct from Australia. Good stuff. Good stuff. What a time. I gotta tell you, the 90s were wild. The 90s were such a thing. Meeting, huh? we're not talking about the events of Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 gets adapted. Oh god. The Sonic Adventure continuity is such an ill fit for the Sonic Archie comics, because now we have to explain why there's humans in Sonic. When before, it was just Mobians and animals. And Mobians are different from people, but apparently there's a group of people that survived the gene bombs by living in Station Square, which is underneath a mountain, which is revealed when Angel Island crashes into it. Don't worry about it. Chilling in Station Square with modern tech? You should see the Jetsons-ass city that the Echidnas lived in before they decided the technology was evil and they threw their Dreamcasts in the garbage. I swear this all makes sense. If you know the comics, I swear I'm making sense. I'm not just nuts. Ah! Anyway, I'm gonna raid. Y'all have a wonderful night. Have fun. Oh my goodness. Tell Kira hello and thank them for streaming.